I'm back and I'm better. I want you better as ever. I don't even. Yeah, like I literally just lost a subscriber, bro. You guys, I literally just lost a subscriber. It hurts. I don't. Is this a new one? I want a new stream. I don't want this stream to be privated. Is this the same stream or is this a new one? Shut the fuck up. Okay, eight views. We doing what it gotta do. I want this to be a whole new little shit. I might just delete it. Cause I think it showed my stream key and I don't want it to show that little shit. No any better. Pull up skirt. Okay, we're back. We're back. Let me see. Yeah, we're back at it like a crack addict. Okay. Let's get into this VShojo Iron Mouse situation. I don't know what the hell is going on. I didn't watch a couple videos. I've been seeing it on my For You page and things of that nature. Let's see if we can make a little reaction and put this on the live channel, bruh. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ty the Saint. It's the live channel, bro. This is a reaction. I will leave a link to the original video. Let's get into this. Let's see what these anime girls are about. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's me, your boy Ty the Saint. Let's get into this, bro. Peace, love, picture this. Don't forget to show us some love. Let's go.
And they seem to be a very scummy company trying to exploit their talent and potentially even snub. Okay, we gotta talk about the VShojo situation.
Okay.
Basically, if you didn't know, VTuber Iron Mouse released this video where she explains why she left VShojo. Now, VShojo is a talent agency that manages a bunch of VTubers.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's probably hella hentai of these. You know, I've recently become a hentai enthusiast. Don't ask me how. Just let y'all, I just want niggas to know my awakening was Lola Bunny when I was younger. And it finished with Judy Hopps. That's all I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all.
And they seem to be a very scummy company trying to exploit their talent and potentially even snub charity. Now, this has led to an insane chain reaction with everybody leaving VShojo.
Damn, they losing these niggas like, what the fuck?
Oh, people are even coming out with insane...
Is this like AMP an organization?
...stories of exploitation and general creepy shit like VShojo staff doxing identities. Ooh. We even got CEOs being confronted on stream. So we're gonna go over the situation, look at everybody's reaction.
I make videos like this, but they're not as like formulated, bro. A nigga like me, I be laying in bed and with the mic in my head and talking. Mic in my hand, just talking and speaking my nature and things of that nature. Ty the Saint on the YouTube channel if y'all niggas want to watch.
From Asmongold to Legal Mindset to Charlie to Ludwig, basically everybody's talking about this. Subscribe
that nigga Asmongold's so dirty, bro.
Of YouTube.
Let's up those numbers!
Oh yeah, I made a video about this. They were enabling that nigga to get drunk and him being like a raging alcoholic. Shout out to bro.
Now, quick context for any people who are not caught up. Iron Mouse is this super popular streamer. Okay. She actually broke the all-time...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I started following her because like I like anime, but like the VTuber shit I never really got. But like she seems cool, you know. After I saw on the Casanat stream, of course this nigga is Focal Casanat, but like she seems like a very sweet young lady, and she has like a life-changing disease that she can't, not a disease, like an illness that she can't get up out her room. So she started streaming. Her story is very beautiful, bruh.
sub record at one point. She has this disease called CVID. Basically, your immune system sucks and you get sick really easily and life is pretty tough. Now, it turns out she's very passionate about helping people who suffer with it. She works with this charity called the IDF, the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Damn.
And apparently this company, VShojo, manages the finances of a bunch of VTubers, including her. So VShojo basically completely fucked her over and the charity as well. Here's a short
How much money they take from her?
clip of her explaining what happened.
I am leaving the shoujo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by the shoujo. With the information that I currently have,
Okay.
I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds,
Okay.
which I have not been paid.
Is there a number?
And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me,
Damn.
and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from
What the fuck? That's $500,000. Like 500 bands. Half a what? A charity to help like people. Nah, that's sick. This company's sick, bro. And this is the disease that she got. And guys, I did some not research, but I've heard about it. She can't even leave her room sometimes, cause it's like, I think her thing is immune deficiency disease. I'm looking it up on my phone right now. It's when you're like your body doesn't fight off immunity, right? It's like, let's just say you get sick, you can die from getting sick, my nigga. And it says her problem is like, I'm looking at this article about her. I just skimmed it real quick. It just says her shit doesn't. It's just like some shit attack your body that's different from this. It just doesn't help you with hers. Like, let's just say you get sick. That sick is like the Black Plague. You can die, my nigga. Like, I've never got chickenpox. I don't know. That's crazy. $500,000 stealing from these niggas is crazy, bro.
shoujo. I know that
This is a company. You put your trust and like, bro, and it's kind of crazy. She put her trust in this company, and these niggas just. And the thing is, she's doing good for net positive for the world. She's not even raising money for herself. You know how many nigga? I ain't gonna lie. If I'm sick and I get popping, fuck the niggas with the same shit I got. But no. On a serious note, shout out to her, bro. Shout out to her doing the right thing, bro.
this is a lot,
God gonna bless her, bro. You know,
and
little
it's
angel with devil horns.
very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day I will be able
She
to
lured
tell
the
you the
fuck
full
up.
story.
Right, so absolutely insane. This company is apparently not paid out $500,000 to charity.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
absolutely
crazy.
disgusting shit. On top of that, they have not paid out the talent themselves and are, in general, just extremely exploitative and cringe. And these agencies are basically the modern day MCNs. And they essentially
Nah, they got these niggas in that 360 deal. They got all these anime girls in a 360. In a 360, niggas like, oh, of course the nigga bringing a rap because he's black. Nigga, suck my dick. That's the only way. They got Suge Knight. They shugging these niggas. All these little anime women, they Suge Knighting them. Holy fuck. Is that blood on her claws? What the fuck?
exploit naive talent who don't really know any better, and they end up getting stuck in these horrible contracts. Now, I can sort of relate to Iron Mouse. I also had an autoimmune disease, Crohn's. And yeah, it's pretty tough to deal with. Autoimmune diseases in general just suck. They take like...
And the thing is, what I was looking up, there's not much research about these autoimmune disease. Because it just, like, you can go to your doctor, and your doctor... Since it's like a rare, not rare, but it doesn't typically happen. And when people trying to explain it to niggas, right? It's like, they're like, it's kind of rough. Nobody took the time to learn. And the niggas that took the time to learn is still kind of iffy, bro. That's what I'm looking. That's how because I looked it up on my phone just now. And I just skimmed it.
years to diagnose. The entire time the world thinks you're crazy, your own doctors think you're crazy because they can't figure it out. Meanwhile, you're fucking dying with like level 99 pain. Now, thankfully, mine's under control now after like 2 of the worst years of my life.
Damn.
But yeah, I can definitely feel for her. People responded to Mousy. We got Sea-Dog VA who frequently...
I know Sea-Dog. I love anime. I love the anime podcast. I used to watch it when I was younger. The him and the Anime Man.
you know, help me raises money for charity and the IDF as well. We got your back. Right behind you, Mouse. Jacksepticeye Jacksepticeye, guys. So sorry about all of this. Lots of love. I'm so sorry for the people who trusted to let you down so badly. It's genuinely disgraceful, and VShojo really have to do an awful lot to answer for. This isn't a situation you should have to go through. You've got our full support. So let's just start with Iron Mouse's story and Asmongold's reaction as well.
I became a VTuber because
I ain't gonna lie. Time out. This nigga, I make videos like this, bro. And I'll write a script that will only be like 30 seconds or like a minute or a minute 30. Him showing these clips in between all this is saving his life. Shout out to bro. Shout out this nasty nigga Asmongold. He's the grossest nigga I've ever done a video on like a topic of talking about. This nigga, if you, bro, just look it up, bro. It's in the background in the doobly blue. He's disgusting, bro. Human troll. If Asta the Grouse had a spirit animal, it would be this nigga, bro. Like, bro, but he's getting better. But bro, he getting better, bro. Not too much on him.
I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID.
And see, that's the reason why she cares a lot about it, is because this is a charity that benefits her, and she's raising money to help cure people that have her problem.
I basically
This isn't like some abstraction.
a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused
Could
me
you
to
imagine
run
not going out to
isolated
hang out with your homies if the homies call you? It's one thing about being a broke homie, but like she can't get up. Like, god damn, COVID could have really whacked her. COVID killed my nana. Like, bro, oh my god, bro. I couldn't imagine. Thank you, God. God is good, bro. God bless this young lady, bro. Bro, she doing what she gotta do, bro. Oh my goodness. Cause nigga like me, if I get this much money, she's the most, bro. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much, but like, bro, shout out to her, bro. Oh my god, bro.
for long periods of my life.
Yep.
So then I found streaming, and I
Damn.
thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see
I'm grateful,
if I
bruh.
could make some friends online, because
Smart.
I honestly couldn't ever leave my room.
Oh,
I never
fuck.
really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss,
I can relate.
no strict rules, I had no hours.
You got a nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm bitching right now, bro. I'm tearing up. Like, bro, cause like, bro, this is crazy. Like, y'all gotta understand. Y'all can't, bro. Like, can you imagine being in high school, bro? Can you imagine being in high school? She couldn't even experience like her first dance, her like shit like that. Like, I couldn't stand high school, but I'm like, bro, and I had to get up every day. But a lot of great things happened to me in high school, like college. Like, she can't even go to college campus, experiencing that shit, getting the student debt. But like, it's not funny, but like, there's a lot of shit she can't do because she can't go outside, bro, because of like her autoimmune deficient. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Her disease, her illness, bro. Like, bro, it's a lot of like human experiences she will never like. God damn, bro. Like getting like intimacy, like, cause she might get sick. I'm not talking about sexual. I'm just talking about like being close to a person, connection wise. It's hard to do that over the screen, bro.
It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything,
Damn.
Yeah.
I just felt like
Corona gave a
there
huge
was
boost,
no
yeah, it did.
way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I hate shit like that because, bro, I'm not even gonna make this about me because, nigga, everybody got doubts in their head, right? Everybody got like something about themselves that they're insecure and things of that nature, but like, and like in certain things about myself, I really be like, I got like a fear of intimacy, and I can only imagine, like, but I get in my own head. I can only imagine how this girl feel, or this woman. I'm sorry, I don't want to disrespect her, but like, a nigga can only imagine, bro. And I get up every day and I work, like, you feel me, like, and at the end of the day, nobody gonna feel sorry for you too. Like, and I know she probably harder on herself than anybody else, bro. And nobody gonna, yo, bro, after a while, this shit is hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say you got the homies, you with your homegirls all the time. Y'all going outside every day. And she was like, y'all have fun. You don't want to be a burden on everybody. But at the end of the day, everybody gonna live their life, bro. And she probably feel forgotten sometimes when people be doing they shit because they be having fun, bro. That's fucked up. Shit not... I thank God every day I wake up and I can walk and do what I do, bro. Shout out to her, bro. And she's doing what she do, and she's, like, helping people. Like that nigga Mr. Beast helping people with the wells, bro. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of them, bro. Shout out to y'all, bro.
Struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people.
That's another reason why VTubers are being more popular, is because people just want to stay anonymous. They don't want to have like weirdos getting involved and trying to like interfere and get into their real life.
Right. So basically, she was chronically ill. Consider herself unhireable, and this was like her one outlet. Right. It is a pretty touching story. She made a career and impacted so many lives despite her very deplorable situation.
That shit hurt a nigga. That shit hurt a nigga heart, bro. Usually a nigga got jokes, but like they probably chop behind the thing, but like I got nothing to say. Like I can't even bid, bro. Like I'm just sitting there like, God damn, girly. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, young lady. You doing what you gotta do for this world, bro. Cause at the end of the day, when you lay down and die, God forbid, knock on wood, when it's your time to come, all those people you help, that shit gonna make yourself hard, make it just lift the weight off your heart, bro. This shit make me want to be a better nigga, bro. Like, it's like after watching Superman, bro. Like, bro.
And went, yeah, let me just fuck this person over.
Now, my heart feel good, bro. Like
people ask, why get into shady contracts in the first?
That shit like hope straight to the veins, my nigga.
Place. Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, they don't know any better, of course. They just want to get their name out there as like a, starting creator. You're basically willing to accept anything. You don't really expect to become successful at all. Reason two is like,
and if you backed by a machine, and if some people just need the platform to put themselves out there, basically too, and that's a lot of people with a lot of personalities, like a lot of niggas in the NBA. A lot of niggas can hoop. It's just the politics, my nigga. So
they want to maintain their anonymity. This is obviously a big thing with female streamers. They usually have these sort of psycho fans, psycho simps. So the company managing it provides another layer of security there because, they handle basically everything there.
Oh yeah, like the finances and taxes, because she can file shit under her real name and niggas can find out who she is, bro, because niggas are weird, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I would, like, bro, I want to know what these girls look like too, but like, bro, now, girl, you do you, boo-boo. I don't need to know nothing about
your names on a lot of things because the company will, take charge of that. Well, it was supposed to be more sort of anonymous, but we'll find out later that they've apparently been doxing people behind the scenes as well. Now, this next part, he talks about the gaslighting VShojo did to her.
I would always be told how important I was for the company.
Well, she is. She was the face of VShojo by far.
I was told that I was needed on Twitch in order for the company to succeed.
So Kai Black ass sit his black ass down.
Positive to hear. It put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody.
And this is like it's already like, bro, it's like the manipulate, bro. I know, bro. Shout out to whoever in Iron Mouse corner, cause I'm not saying she weak-willed, but like, bro, is she like she said, she didn't feel needed in the beginning, and these are the people who's like, we need you. They're probably begging you, probably stroking her ego. I don't know who was in her corner, but like, don't sign that shit, nigga. Shout out to whoever, her family, her partner, her management was like, bro, don't listen to them niggas, cause a nigga like me, I've been having my ego stroked my entire life, so I'm like, nigga, fuck y'all. Shit, I did what I did. I gave y'all everything I wanted, bro. Everything you needed from me, bro. Fuck, bro. I'm trying to do shit for me. Shout out to her corner, bro.
I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life.
It's just emotional manipulation. That's all it is. It's plain and simple, like flat out. It's really not complex at all. straight up emotional manipulation. Oh, well, we can't do this. Or, you know, it's like, if you leave, we're going to shoot the dog. Like, okay, well.
Oh, fuck. No, that's not funny. I hate this dirty ass nigga, bro. I hate how dirty he is, bro.
What the fuck, right?
Yeah, keep in mind that Iron Mouse was the biggest VTuber. She was essentially the
Puerto
company's
Rican?
name and reputation, along with, you know, maybe a few other people. So they were guilt-tripping her into staying while simultaneously doing all the scummy shit behind the scenes. And it always sucks.
Yo, people are so evil, bro. What? You know this girl been through a lot. A woman, I'm sorry. You know this woman been through a lot, bro. And niggas gonna guilt trip her and not even allocate the funds where, like, a thing that shit really means a lot to her, right? Shit that really mean a lot to her, right? This is a disease that she has, bro. And niggas really in the background rubbing their hands together said we gonna allocate funds over there, bro. Fuck how she feel, bro. That's crazy.
To see that it's always like the sweetest people, you know, the nicest people who have, you know, good hearts. They're the ones getting exploited the most. Then he talks about the contracts these companies sort of put in
That's why I be telling niggas be evil.
place, right?
Like me.
And how this doesn't really make sense for something to be take a year to pay out, right?
Explain. So net means like that you're gonna pay that money in like net 30, you're gonna get paid in 30 days. Net 90, you're gonna get paid in 90 days, right? And so like a 6-month period, that's ridiculous. But I could still chalk that up to just very bad business practices and not malice. Beyond 6 months, now we're having a problem. Never heard of a 360? Yeah.
Oh, I said they got these girls in 360 deals. They got them in 360 deals, nigga. They strong arming these little women. Talk about Suge Knight. Hey, do it or else. You got it, big bro.
Well, now they're getting the red ring of death.
This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately,
I think we need to figure out where the money went. Like
Here's what I'm thinking. Either they're holding the money. I'm assuming, hypothetically, I don't know. Are they just stealing money and giving? Is the CEO just stealing the money? That's the only thing I can think of. Or they're spending too much money. They're spending so much money that they can't make money back. That's another thing. Those are my two options in my head. That's the only thing off the dome.
That's what really matters, right? Because like that's $500,000. That's a lot of money,
bro.
guys. Where'd it go? Is it donated? Why isn't it donated? What happened? Like that's the big issue. She's gonna be fine. They're gonna give the money back. They're gonna have to give the money back, or it's fraud. They're gonna have to donate it.
Or niggas can file for. No, bankruptcy is no, right? No, that's when the company's going down, right? I don't think the company's bad. I mean, going down. They just got to give her money back.
It'll happen for sure. Until they post like a financial fucking proof and the Immune Deficiency Foundation comes out and says, yes, we received this money. Bro, people can never let them forget this. This is $500,000.
$500,000, bro.
Think about how much money that is. That's insane.
That's life
they
changing.
better
That's niggas' mortgages.
donate or they're just straight up going to jail. I mean, this is not only charity fraud, but also several other violations, which we'll be going over in Legal Mindsets coverage. But yeah, they don't really have an option here. This isn't just like drama. This is straight.
I like all the pinks. I didn't think I like the pink and purple together. You know, contrasting of colors, but you know, I'm liking it. Devil Horns is throwing me off, but you know, sometimes you gotta let a demon to bite you to. No, that's not the joke. No, you know what? I had a Kanye joke, but I fucked it up. Never mind.
Straight up just robbing a charity and a bunch of other people, and it might even get government agencies involved because
Nah, yeah, this is the shit when the feds get involved, bro. This is when like Gilbert Arenas. You see that shit about Gil, bro? Feds found out that nigga was gambling without them taxing. They said, bring your little black ass over here, bro. They're gonna go right over to Fijojo. That sounds Japanese. They're gonna go straight to Japan. The America gonna be like, which one of you You know what? I'm not gonna say that, bro.
This is an American thing, obviously. And yeah, when it comes to charity, it's not just these individuals that are involved. You know, the FTC might have a word for these people as well. Now, just some insights into the whole contracts and payments thing. Basically, even for like things like sponsorships, you know, the usual payback you get is net 30 or net 60, right? So basically 30 or 60 days after your upload goes live, they will see, you know, the views and the sales generated. And, you know, they do their accounting on a certain day. So that's basically when they pay you.
Okay.
Now, in some fringe cases, it takes longer, you know, 3 months or something. 6 months is, you know, absolute insanity.
Okay.
At that point, you should not be taking any deals like that. But, you know, some people have some reasons for it. A year is just fucking crazy. That obviously shows something is wrong. There's absolutely no reason a company cannot pay you for an entire year.
Nah, niggas don't. You don't get your cheese for a year, bro. I'd riot.
You're there, and you're likely doing some sort of shady business behind the scenes. Then he talks about how many people are actually leaving VShojo now.
And everybody has quit. Oh my fucking god. So literally.
Oh, so aren't they like isn't like an organization like AMP, right? So if they got no people that's what the people in the organization make the organization. That's what makes like that's what people apply the brand. It's like OTK, shout out Bruce. Like the niggas in the organization make the organization. What happens when nobody's in the organization? How do they make money?
Literally every single
Merch?
person. Oh my god. They're all leaving. TBA. Yeah, I guess they're probably waiting. They're going to stream to talk about it. Yeah, rip all the talents. Yeah, there we go.
Now, I'm not too big into the VTubing scene here, so I don't recognize most of these names. I recognize like a few, maybe. Obviously,
I know Iron Mouse. I know Melody. I think I know Cora because Arcanum. If y'all don't know who Arcanum was, they did like I used to watch when I was like 15, 16, 17, 8. Like I'm 22 now. I used to watch Arcanum heavy. Right, he's one of the first people that got me into D&D, right? Not playing, but like watching it. And Jesse Cox got me into it all the way. And Arcadum was doing this thing with all the VTubers. I only watched it for a couple seconds, but I remember Melody being into it. But, you know, then I clicked off because, you know, the function, I don't know, the vibes. You know, maybe I get back into it later, but Arcadum goated DM. I hope he's doing better. I think he got like canceled because he was like cheating on his wife and things of that nature. Not only he was cheating on his wife, he had like a whole thing with like he was trying to fuck with girls, and if the girls wasn't fucking with him, he would boot them out. So yikes. But I hope he's doing better, and the ladies are good. You know, shout out to them. I'm still subscribed to his YouTube channel.
Iron Mouse here, Melody, Kason. I've heard some of these names. I don't exactly know who they are.
Kason, FaZe?
I don't actively watch.
Oh, no.
But yeah, it's only getting worse and worse. As I'm recording as well, more and more people are coming out with videos or statements on Twitter. And essentially, Iron Mouse was the first domino here. More and more people are essentially just getting sick of dealing with this exploitative shit. And once the biggest person's gone, everybody sort of gets the confidence to leave. Also, you know, VShojo's reputation has been turned to shit because of this whole...
Not only that, my nigga, like, bro, if I found out y'all niggas stole $500,000 from a fucking charity, what the fuck? Like that don't mean I ain't getting paid. You feel me? If we want to talk about individualism, I'm not talking about like that sound crazy, my nigga. Y'all niggas ain't giving charity $500,000, bro. Come on, bro.
Charity thing, so it's kind of open season for everyone.
This just sound like bad business, my nigga. You feel me? Like
to leave now. Now the surprising part out of
look at it. These are the type of niggas that be calling me a hard R in some of my YouTube videos about the races. Like my Hulk Hogan video. I'm sorry, like, bro, there's a nigga that called me a black victim because I said, I don't care Hulk Hogan died, and I was just trolling him, you know?
Of all of this is the fact that everybody...
I'm sorry, I don't know why that random guy got a straight. He's probably sweet. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a yapper.
I just talk. Instantly. I would have thought that these contracts had some sort of restricting clause, you know, like you need to give 2 months notice before you do anything. You need to not talk bad about VShojo for, you know, this amount of time or whatever. I highly doubt that every one of them is like violating their contract or something. They probably just luckily are able to get out quite quickly here. Then he talks about how these companies prey on women.
That I have seen a tremendous tremendous amount of business manipulation that is leveraged in and against women in different
yeah, aren't these all women? That's what I'm saying.
in different places. I've seen more emotional manipulation, more blatant lies, and basically people taking advantage of, you know, I guess women's on average less confrontational side.
And young women too. They all sound pretty young, like around like 19, 20, 21, 22.
And using that to that person's disadvantage. I've seen this happen multiple times. I think women are the victims of this in almost every single circumstance. It happens obviously to men as well, but I think that they get away with it more often with women because women, it's seen as being more socially permissive and more socially expected for women to be agreeable. I think that's what happens.
That's a valid argument. Usually Asmongold be pissing me off with his takes, but this is a valid argument.
What a disgusting misogynist. Imagine caring about women, bro. That's crazy. No,
Yeah.
but honestly, a lot of these girls legit are just super trusting and not
Only super trusting, my nigga. They want to be unknown. They want to be like ambiguous. Anonymity. They want the anonymity, and instead of going through like going through a company, they can maintain their anonymity, like they said in the beginning. They don't have to really run the risk of filing shit for themselves, right? And that paper trail could be tracked to them because a lot of shit is public domain when it comes to things, right? In this world, but like, if you go through a company, they do all the semantics because this is why they signed to this, bro. That's what I'm thinking. Because they signed so I think that's what VShojo's for, so they can handle all this shit for them, and in turn they get the promotion and they get to use them on promotional shit too. Like, I'm talking about the girls. Like, are we serious?
expecting to be screwed over. Obviously, this happens to guys too as well, but guys seem to be, very confrontational, and they'll make a big hoopla about it.
Oh, yeah, niggas are confrontational. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna stop pausing the video, but I'm a quick little story tangent. Bro, my auntie work at a daycare, and I be working for free because she just need random niggas. Bro, I'm telling you, little boys will fight for no reason, bro. I literally watched these two little boys. They were just talking. I blinked 2 seconds. One little nigga was on top of the other nigga trying to rip his hair out. I said, oh my God, stop it.
Right? So some of these companies actually know this, and they take advantage of women for being, too nice for their own good. And they try to entice them with these sort of false promises, lock them into predatory contracts, which is why, everybody should be having a lawyer. Obviously, as a new creator, trying to rise up the ranks or whatever, you're not going to be able to afford one, nor...
No, or just have someone that's like going to advocate for you, bro. Even though you should be advocating for yourself. But listen, if you know you're a person that's like not manipulative, like just you're not a confrontational person, you need a nigga in your corner to be like, hey, fuck that nigga, let's read this. Oh, we gonna do that later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Are you going to have the foresight to get a lawyer for these situations? But you don't really need like a full-time lawyer or something. Just have somebody look over the contract, make sure you're careful who you partner with, and you must know your worth. You can likely make it on your own as well, and
yeah, that's why I think like signing with companies is kind of crazy, because companies don't see you as people. They just see you as a number. Even when you're doing good, I think the company is like, let's just say you're doing good. 9 times out of 10, the company's not going to try to help you out. They're trying to help the company. You're just a cog in the machine unless you're like the main nigga. Even when you the main nigga, if a nigga doing better than numbers than you, they'll throw you to the side for that nigga. Bro, it's better if you're your own person, but it is what it is. That's just my opinion.
Might not even be needing these companies. Sometimes you just sign on with people because, you're too afraid to take the step yourself. But sometimes, it's just better to do it yourself because some of these companies end up being really scummy pieces of shit.
And predatory.
Okay, moving on to Shibuya Kaho's statement.
This is what this nigga look like. This nigga straight out of a Bollywood movie. Shout out to bro.
Here. Apparently, VShojo staff has been doxing their creators and showing their real photos. So she tweeted,
what? I ain't gonna lie, bro. He just said in the beginning, like that niggas not being known is important to VTubers, bro. Cause you know how many creeps and weirdos you can see the creeps and weirdos with what's the redhead lady name that he has the titty stream out. She's kind of crazy. She was on Kick. Amaranth. Yeah, bro, like they have the benefit of being famous without all the fame and notoriety. You feel me? Because, hey, streaming is the new black. I mean, streaming is the new fame.
This person moved from a noted VTuber company to another as a staff last year, bragging about his new income. He thrusted me a few of his business cards to give to my good contacts. I found the action obnoxiously rude, but maybe he was too young and friendly to know better. Then the mother flipper wanted to meet up for tax advice because
when that nigga, what if he's trying to crush properly? You know what I'm saying? Nigga just got a new job, new promotion, new bands, new money. Maybe he wanted some new pussy, you know?
Because I'm a native in Japan and I hire an accountant. I was asked to have dinner in his area, which was quite far from me, splitting the bill. That day, I got convinced I didn't like the guy. Yet because I loved the towns he worked with, I was only secretly hoping that he would lose his job one day. Recently, I found from another creator that he was showing photos of VTubers' real selves while revealing their personal info, like their marital status. I now wanted to find a way to warn
I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of crazy.
Other employees. Why would you reveal marital status? This is some creepy shit. Also showing photos of their real selves when they specifically became VTubers.
Exactly, like just so niggas won't creep on them, like,
you know, conceal the identity and remain anonymous is messed up as shit.
And my argument is they probably had to find out who they really are just to like maintain they're really sending them the money on some type shit. I get that.
Today, I've learned the most despicable shit the company has done to their talent. Don't know if he's involved with it, yet all my personal grudge is nothing compared to such betrayal. Sometimes, unfortunately, managers or agencies can be the talent's worst enemies. Please always support the talent first. And this statement is blowing up on Twitter right now. Basically, VShojo is being exposed from like all avenues, every single direction, like, you know, charity fraud, not paying back their talent as well. Now they're doxing people. Jesus Christ. If you knew about this guy, why didn't you speak up earlier? Actually, I just came back from the US where I gathered the info that he was still with the company, and I was actually meeting up with someone who's been working for him. Given it's a story I heard from someone else, I thought it was best to do in person. Right, so in my opinion, if this person is actually doing the things you said, I think they need to be sort of named and shamed so that they
That's what I'm saying. Say names. Name names, girly. Come on. I'm doing the thing, you know, when the girl be like, clock it, and they do the two fingers. Guys, my camera's broken, so niggas can't see me. I'm just clock it, bitch.
Do it to other people? I mean, am I wrong there? I feel like at least if not publicly, like you know, the company should know. Although they probably won't do anything. At least the VTuber should know, right? Although everybody is already kind of leaving now, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, moving on to a VTuber confronting the Japan CEO and quitting live on stream. Now, keep in mind, they probably don't have much control over the English side of VShojo, right? And the English talents there. But yeah, apparently this guy's getting crucified now.
First of all, I was already planning to leave VShojo this month.
1.3. Bro, that's my goal. I want 1 million subscribers. That's what my goal. But yeah.
Specifically, on the 31st.
Okay.
Because VShojo hasn't paid a significant amount of money.
That's correct. Like, bro, that's like, can you imagine working for your job and them nigga not paying you, bro? That's crazy to me, bro. Nah, I would, bro. Irate, bro. What? Irate. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, but like, you playing me, my nigga. Like, bro, damn, I'm like, y'all niggas is playing with me, bro. Like, I think I'm a bitch or something, like.
Me too.
っていうところはあったんですけれども。
So did you just say that VShojo JP itself was doing good?
そうですね。
This gonna make a nigga, yo, y'all niggas doing good and I'm not getting paid? What?
Finances too?
そうですね。
You haven't paid me.
This was a pretty wacky stream. This shit goes Insano style. Her confronting the CEO
Charlie look like a Viking
of this company, her boss, live on stream, and also the fact that her boss agreed to do it in the first place blows my mind. That is baffling. Like, humiliation rituals aren't this brutal.
I quit VShojo today.
はい。
VShojo 辞めます今日。
はい。
はい、31日予定でしたけど、今日辞めます。I quit. This is very wrong, ローさん。
はい。
Very, very wrong. You're telling me that VShojo JP was doing good, looked like.
I feel like because it's a union, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, things are going through my head. You know, when you're like, I'm trying to have critical thought when that usually doesn't happen, bro. Right? So I'm thinking they're protected by a union, the people. Let's just say the funds weren't allocated in the right places, right? But the allocation of the funds were going to the regular workers, and the talent were not considered regular workers because they don't get regular workers benefits. I think that's what I'm assuming, right? That can only make sense if these niggas are getting paid. If he said but it's Japan brands, okay, not American brands.
Like, at least
はい
doing good.
払っていたとしても、ケイソンに払っていたと
But if anything, then these people are the face of the brand. If them niggas is not getting paid and everybody under them is getting paid, this is crazy. This is literally a 360 deal.
しても大丈夫だったっていう感じですね。
You're telling me you could have paid me?
ということです。
Then where is it? Where is it? I want it now.
Tell him. Nigga, I would have crashed out. Bitch ass nigga. Who drew this? Who drew this cat with glasses, bro? What the fuck with a little backpack at the shirt? What the fuck?
Did you just die? What?
いや、
Japan branch CEO claims that the Japan branch was doing fine, and they could have paid her, but they didn't.
Yeah.
We could have done it, but we decided not to.
Did they just not decide not? Like, there has to be a reason. There literally has to be a reason. Like,
What, Big Whoop? You want to fight about it? So what?
Wait, what? I mean, did he actually even understand what she was saying? Because that just seems like a completely nonsense response to me. Like, yeah, we could have paid you, but nah, you know, I'm not choosing to do that today. I think they were basically saying, like, the English branch was hemorrhaging, like, I guess, revenue or something. So the Japan side couldn't pay until that side was actually fixed. Really dumb argument overall, because they need to get paid regardless, because it's literally their money that
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm giving these niggas an out. Like, I'm not out, but I'm trying to think of, I'm brainstorming reasons and understanding, like, what the fuck, why, if these people are the face of the brand, right? V Shoujo, things that these are the people you pick for the face of the brand, and you're not paying them. These niggas should be your like first priority. You should be cutting the fat of firing niggas. They should start firing niggas on the back end. Like, I'm sorry, laying niggas off, I get it, but the people who are the face of the brand that's gonna make your brand look crazy to the masses, mind you, the court of public opinion is the reason why niggas want to be a part of this brand, right? Everybody's like, oh, I want to be, because this is they had all the famous VTubers and things of that nature, and they can control the narrative of the court of the public opinion, right? You not paying these niggas just gonna make y'all look crazy. All like, just that's not even smart. Like, just even if you didn't have enough money, my nigga, find where's the scapegoat? Find the scapegoat. Then the scapegoat niggas can in V shows couldn't even like put the plot on somebody to point the finger at so a nigga can take the fall. Like, bro, these niggas are so stupid.
just holding hostage
Niggas,
here.
I didn't say the hard R.
They're clearly running some sort of bank type scheme here, right? Where they're using the funds elsewhere, and they're unable to produce them when asked. So this is something what banks do, right? They invest your money or whatever, but they can always produce it if you actually need it. So that way it isn't fucking illegal. For clarification, V-Shoujo's Japan CEO only manages the JP talents and has no control over how the company operates or how the finances are handled for EN. Keisan doing this is essentially getting the highest authority she can get to speak on the matter. His statements boil down to, I don't know, because none of the EN's managerial or financial issues were communicated to the other branch. Everyone else, my lawyers advised me to stay silent. Keisan calls the Japanese CEO to grill him on stream. Absolute balls of her to question the CEO live on stream. Mad respect. Yeah,
It's not balls. It's dumb. I mean, if he ain't do nothing, I don't know why he agreed to this. Anybody, like, bro, I don't know why the CEO, but great content, but I don't know why that nigga agreed to that.
they're out of money. Either the business didn't work or someone has been siphoning off the funds and is getting ready to run for it.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like that's literally like but like, who's the fall guy? Who gonna take the blame for this?
I feel like this scandal is getting huge. I don't know if some insiders from the company are going to be talking about it, but yeah, it's going to be real interesting. Brother, they are fleeing the ship. I know the corporate office is the scene where SpongeBob is setting the office on fire. Always got to have the SpongeBob. memes.
Or the nigga walking in with the pizza.
Okay, moving on to Legal Mindset's coverage and the legal implications of this whole ordeal, right?
Did the English branch like say anything? Like did the English? I'm curious about the English branch of VShojo.
He talks about how the VTubers are not actually hired as employees, but they're actually hired as independent contractors, and that way these companies can do the most shady shit and not pay.
Oh my god! See, I'm guys. Oh my god, I'm so no pre-watch, no pre-watch. So they're not under a union, right? They're not under a union. Am I right? Is that was
Them back, right?
Now, one big thing that was brought up during this was that the staff was paid and not the talent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like and I'm thinking, is that like a union? Like because they're unionized by the government or some shit?
There is a very important reason for that, which we're going to get into, which is all of the talents are designated, and this is for almost all VTubing companies. I have not seen one contract, and I've reviewed all of them, including the VShojo contract, Niji Sanji, Hololive, Vactor, all the greatest hits from big to small, Face Connect.
I know this nigga because Johnny Somali, he a white man in Korea. You know them Caucasians love them Asian women. I want to be a part of the culture. The women are so feminine. I'm sorry, y'all.
All of them. I haven't seen a single contract that has said these people are employees. We consider them employees. They all try to make them independent contractors. That's very important because when it comes to fighting wages and paying wages, you have to pay employees under labor law, whether it's U.S. law.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. Cause they have to. It's like Yeah, God. Oh my God, I'm for it. I'm giga-brained.
Japanese law, really all around the world, you've got to pay out those wages. But when it comes to independent contractors, well, you can shaft them, and then they've got to come and sue you or bring an action against you or a claim against you to try to get those back. It puts a massive burden on them to claim those amounts of money. Now, I have, since the Niji Sanji crisis, been screaming from the top of the hills that this is BS. And I'll put some money in the swear jar for that one.
Ooh.
These people are
You even cuss. Gosh darn it.
Employees. Whether you consider them full-time or part-time employees, they are under the control and authority of these VTubing companies.
Right, so obviously there's no problem hiring people as contractors if you actually pay them. Now,
It's not even that. I think a private contractor is like a one-time thing. These VTubers are the faces of the company. This is nasty. These niggas that are running these companies forever. He said it for every VTuber. They're nasty for making them fucking public contractors. These niggas are gross. These niggas are manipulative, predatory, off people, and they're the faces of the company. So just in case shit goes south, they can't pay them. Nasty ass. These niggas are nasty, bro.
when you're a big company, the situation is very different. It's sort of these classic scummy tactics to save a couple dollars here and there and to make sure you legally can't fight back, right? Because if you're an independent contractor, the protections are way lesser than if you're actually an employee and you can, sue much more easily. Then this next part, he talks about the whole labor law process and a few other legal liabilities here.
So the process for this would be to gather documentation and witnesses, which they're probably doing right now. Their lawyers, particularly Iron Mouse, is probably gathering a lot of documentation, getting witnesses together, and then you'd report it to the labor commissioner. In this case, probably the labor commissioner of California. And after that, there's a required mediation. Now, this might be what why they're saying wait, why Iron Mouse said in her video, hey, we need to get to a certain part of the legal process. It might be because they want to go to that mediation, see if they can get a settlement, see if VShojo can make this right. Otherwise, if that fails, there's going to be a civil lawsuit. They can bring a civil lawsuit.
I ain't gonna lie. Iron Mouse got the money to sue these niggas to there and back. And if they not allocating their funds right, what? She's like, nigga, I'm gonna send you niggas to Yucatan, bro. What?
In which case, we'd all get that information. It'd be public information. We'd be able to talk about it. We'd be able to see everything that's going on. It would be a nightmare for them from VShojo if they aren't already bankrupt, which we'll eventually touch on that topic. Iron Mouse is a whistleblower saying there is something illegal going on here, i.e. taking money that's supposed to go to charity, whether that's embezzlement or whatever else, or a fraudulent transfer, like that can be reported, and there's no way you can retaliate against that. So if they donated money or you donated money, you're out there, you donated money, you might want to just have a chit chat with a lawyer and talk about what you did, how much money you gave, and what was going on with that. And then there's claims, once again, these are different types of civil claims for misrepresentation, breach of contract, fraudulent transfer. Particularly fraudulent transfer is at play here because of the large sum of money, because it's a massive
$500,000, bro.
Amount of money. Misrepresentation because they misrepresented that money was going to go to the charity and they didn't give it there.
Legal shit is so like messy, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. I can only imagine, like, just legal shit is so messy.
And breach of contract because there's an implicit contract. There's a fiduciary duty there to take that money and give it to the charity, and they broke that.
Right, so lots of legal problems for V Shoujo here. Now, will they actually be getting sued? That's the question, right? Now, if
they wrong so many niggas, if niggas don't sue them, I'ma smack the shit out of every VTuber, my nigga, personally, bro.
Don't pay back the charity money or, the talent money, possibly. And I think the bigger problem here is not really getting sued by individual people like Iron Mouse or anything. It's more the investigation by the FTC. Because charity fraud, these are things handled by the FTC here, right? And that's a way bigger fish you don't really want to mess.
You know what's crazy? They fucked over all those people. I'm talking about the talent, and they're like, oh, them getting sued by those people isn't so crazy. Like, come on, bro, that's sick to hear. Like,
so my guess is that they are definitely going to pay back the charity money, that's for sure. But regardless, it's not going to do much to improve their reputation. Absolutely nobody is going to be joining V Shoujo at this point. Everybody knows they're just in the gutter here, and nobody's going to trust them again. And this is the fall of a very large company here.
That duty to deliver that money can violate several federal laws. So it can be wire fraud. Wire fraud is one of the easiest ones to get them for. And certainly if they wanted to go down that route, and it is a case where they received the money via the internet, because wire fraud is not just old school wires and telephones, it's the internet. They got them, boys. They got them on that one. Money laundering. But
listen, God forbid when a federal agent start talking to these niggas, bro, and they get the line, they gonna be just like that nigga Gil.
Potentially making false statements about where the money would go, misrepresentations. Also the FTC Act, which involves various regulation of money regarding charities. All of those things they can be hit with, and they could get real jail time on this. This is serious jail time in real prison.
I mean, absolutely deserved. Exploiting creators for this long, defrauding charity. I mean, heck yeah, go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect their $200. And it's especially insidious because it's IDF here, right? It's like people who really need this sort of money and really need this sort of help, and they're being denied it because of these people, right? Now Charlie talks about the situation and some updates involving Iron Mouse's fundraising effort.
Damn, 600,000 bands. Great googly moogly.
They put their grubby paws on it before the talent does, so it's not uncommon in the space for the agreement between talent and agency to have the agency directly handle like their Twitch subs and their Twitch revenue and their Twitch ads, that kind of thing. It's diabolical.
Did somebody say diabolical? Another viewer of the legendary series, of course. Okay, I don't know if he actually watches, I'm kidding, but probably, all right, probably.
Iron Mouse did a Tiltify link in the description, and that's been shared a lot from a lot of people that want to support because the charity that she was raising money for never saw the money that she earned for them. And since this blew up, the Tiltify link has exploded, and over $600,000 is being donated to the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Oh, what a cute thing. That's beautiful.
Which I think is very, very nice. I think that is.
That's so. Yeah, $100,000 more. Man, that shit by Iron Man really did that shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not an emotional nigga. That shit, like, I'm hurt a little bit. I'm a little gutted from that, bro. Cause just imagine you're not able to like experience life and things and touch feet on grass, put your toes to the sand, bro. Sun gaze.
great.
Good humans, baby. We love to see it. That's amazing. You know, power of the internet, power of the people, and they ended up raising even more than the initial 500,000. And hopefully they even get to 1 million. You know, make Iron Mouse's day and a lot of people at the IDF as well. TLDR, stealing is bad. Stealing from chronic disease victims is even worse. Who would have thought, guys? Stealing from charity is actually bad. I hate this, and it isn't hyperbole. $1 million company took advantage of a disabled woman by lying to her, stealing from her, and even withholding money from their charity.
And the thing is, her subathon, bro, I ain't gonna lie, she was working. It was like a 24-hour, because I remember what was going on. I think it was going on in the same time Kai's subathon was going on, right? So, and Kai stopped by. Kai, like, he did a whole thing when he pulled up, like, bro, like, it was, nah, she was working hard. Nah, she was putting on for the gang, bro.
That saved her life. This is fucking vile. Yeah, I mean, that is actually what happened. Now that you put it out that way, that is really sinister. Remember when VShojo plastered Iron Mouse all over Tokyo to promote how well they treat their talents? VShojo doesn't. Classic. Every time when you try to appear like you're the good person, it always turns around. Niji Sanji almost caused the towns to end themselves. VShojo stole 500K from charity. That saved their streamer's life. So here we are on the Tiltify page, and she's raised
almost $1 million. What?
About 750.
And the thing is, they're gonna get this to the charity. Not only that, the VShojo need to get them $500,000 too. So it's crazy.
$1,000. This is amazing. Whether you've been recently diagnosed, there's been people living with PI for years. PI is no cure, but there are life-saving treatments available that can improve the quality of life. And then we got a bunch of facts here. And yeah, all these people are donating, wanted to pedal for charity, but my bike vanished right after VShojo borrowed it. Classic. To Beautiful Soul, I'm sorry, Mousy, I wish I could do more. Just a little supporter show, I care. And here we got some of the top donors. Shout out to these people, you know, really helping out a good cause here. Right, moving on to Ludwig's response here. Apparently he's getting a little bit of heat. Ludwig got cooked under his tweet here. So Ludwig tweeted, I believe VShojo is a terrorist organization. Tecton responded, Hassan must be
a CEO. What the fuck?
The CEO, classic. Hassan must love VShojo in that case. Ironically speaking, with someone who's friends with Hassan. Okay, everybody's just bringing up Hassan. Probably shouldn't have used the words terrorist there. Congrats on being thrown a softball. VShojo bad is free for a popular opinion no one will disagree on. You love
niggas don't like Ludwig. What the fuck? I like Ludwig. He's cool with the FaZe boys.
Terrorism, so he must be excited. Oh my god, people are not happy with Ludwig. You were friends with Hassan Piker, freaking regard.
Hassan do be on some bullshit, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Asman responded.
Ludwig tweeted about this. I believe VShojo's a terrorist organization. Why would, it's just, he's obviously like, I think that people are very annoyed by Ludwig always trying to have the safe, like he's waiting for everybody to decide on the same thing so he can repeat it back to them for internet points. It just seems kind of fucking fake. And by kind of, I mean completely fucking fake. It's so annoying. Please come out with a hot take every once in a while, Ludwig, okay? You don't have to wait.
Just say how you feel, nigga. Like I don't subscribe to that. Like, niggas want to come out for a hot take every once in a while to infantilize and enrage the internet. Sometimes just say how you feel, and if you're wrong, you're wrong, and if you're right, you're right, nigga. At least you stood 10 toes and said what you said.
For the entire internet to agree before you tell.
This nigga Asman go come out with hot takes that don't even make any sense, like showering once a month, nigga. Oh my god. In 30 days, you showered that one time. Go to hell, boy. Boy, fuck you.
Them what their opinion is,
29 days of not
Jesus,
showering.
how annoying.
Man, Ludwig can't catch a break, I guess. I mean, I'm not really too pressed about this. As long as he's sort of helping the cause, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, not too much on Luddy. I know he got that nigga, Froggy Fresh. Is that him? Froggy Fresh? The nigga he got drunk? I made a video about him. I forgot.
The whole situation. I don't really mind him being cringe. Yes. Do I wish he would stop supporting his son? Yes. Okay, but
hey,
whatever.
Listen, that's his man's, bro.
I'll take what I can get here. Anyways, that's about.
I can't stand this lady. She a Muslim that like, you know what? Hey, man. Shout out to bro channel.
Click this video or VShojo steals $1 million from your bank account. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Hey, man, shout out to bro. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Man, that was a good video. I make videos like that, but they're only like 15 minutes, bro. Or like not even 10 minutes, y'all. My nigga's a nigga. Is Nizzy still alive?
Perfect. The YouTube is now sparked.
Okay, Lil Daddy went an hour, damn near 2 hours. Okay, Lil Daddy. Okay, Lil Daddy. Nigga said, why you call him Lil Daddy? He don't like it when I'm calling him that. I just call him that just to like get on his nerves and things of that nature. Niggas feeling him. Niggas put. I'm done talking. I'm done talking. Words ain't really for me. Watch this. The deserved downfall of pirate software. Okay, I'm gonna play this real quick, y'all. I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back though.
As one of the most spectacular
Daddy
downfalls the internet has ever seen. His Twitch viewership is a third of what it used to be. He's losing tens of thousands of subscribers on YouTube every day. And worst of all, he's become the lolcow of the internet, with millions of people raking him over the coals for everything he says or does. And at this point, he has no one to blame but himself.
I cannot believe his ego. His ego is so out of control, I feel like he's only a week or two away from exclusively referring to himself in third person, like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's the truth, because Pirate Software said so. Something like that. It's crazy.
He could have avoided this entire controversy with just 3 words: I was wrong. But his ego and arrogance got in the way of him admitting fault, turning him from a beloved and respected figure to one of the most hated personalities on the internet, all in a matter of days. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today, we're taking a look at how you've watched multiple of my videos and aren't yet subscribed. Just kidding. We're taking a look at the deserved downfall of Pirate Software, his monumental fall from grace, and how, even after losing everything, he's continuing to make the situation worse for himself.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted.
However, to fully grasp why the internet is so mad at Pirate Software, we have to understand what made him popular in the first place. Jason Hall, better known as Thor, originally started his career back in 2004 as a game developer for Blizzard, the company that made titles like World of Warcraft and Overwatch. After leaving his job at Blizzard, he worked at Amazon Studio for a while, before quitting from there as well and becoming a hacker for the US government.
So, after that, I ended up going to work for the United States Department of Energy because I'm a hacker, offensive security guy, and I hacked power plants for the federal government.
But after a year of doing his job, he resigned from there as well and started working full-time on his indie game RPG named Heartbound in 2017. He also started doing daily live streams under the name of his studio, Pirate Software, showcasing his game development process on Twitch. However, while Heartbound saw some success in its early days, even getting played by Jacksepticeye at one point, he was still relatively unknown on the internet. But then, in 2022, he made a small decision that would end up changing his life forever. On January 17th, 2022, Thor posted his first short video on YouTube titled Imposter Syndrome. It was a clip from one of his Twitch streams where he gave valuable advice to an inexperienced developer.
I don't wish to fail myself because I'm terrified of actually releasing something to the world I've worked on for over 3 years. Dear God, I am so terrified.
Hey, Thornstar, that feeling never goes away. It never does. I am constantly afraid to release every single piece of content I ever work on this game. I am constantly afraid to get onto stream and like not be, you know, whatever it is that people expect me to be. I am constantly afraid that I'm going to create content that no one wants to hang out with, that no one wants to look at, no one wants to care about. And that's just how that is. The thing is you can't stop. You shouldn't stop.
This ended up being a bigger success than he could have ever imagined, amassing over 850.
I'm back, Lil Daddies. We gonna repeat it because I wasn't here for the beginning of it.
Referring to himself in third person.
Pirate Software.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm probably going after this video. What we got in the queue? I'm leaving this in the video. Me don't get no fuck. But we're gonna do the little Mr. Beast thing later. Then Soul Illuminate. Gazer. Oh, I was not supposed to show that. Fuck. But yeah, we gon' okay, YouTube. We got Pirate Software, the deserved downfall of Pirate Software. Hey man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this, bro. Hey man, subscribe to the live channel, y'all. We dropping long and short reactions on this bitch. Hey man, if y'all whatever y'all I just threw up in my mouth. I'm just getting into this.
Where will go down in history as one.
And my face cam is broken, yo. That's why I don't got no face cam.
One of the most spectacular downfalls the internet has ever seen. His Twitch viewership is a third of what it used
Damn, nigga.
to be. He's losing tens of thousands of subscribers on YouTube every day.
What the fuck this nigga do? Like, what the? Was he touching kids?
And
I said that with one eyebrow raised because I don't. I gotta describe my emotes of my face, yo.
And worst of all, he's become the lolcow of the internet, with millions of people raking him over the coals for everything he says or does. And at this point, he has no one to blame but himself.
That was a Papa Gut video in the background. I love Papa
I cannot believe his ego. His ego is so out of control, I feel like he's only a week or two away from exclusively referring to himself in third person, like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's the truth, because Pirate Software said so. Something like that. It's crazy.
He could have avoided this entire controversy with just 3 words. I was wrong. But his ego and...
So we got a nigga that's dying on a hill you don't need to die on. I ain't gonna lie, that's my favorite archetype of nigga. Like, bro, but listen, that's most people in this world. It's like my dad. My dad dies on hill he doesn't need to die on. Like, bro, sometimes I do the same thing. I'm like, you know, if I'm gonna fuck around and crash out, you know, but damn, what the fuck he do?
arrogance got in the way of him admitting fault, turning him from a beloved and respected figure to one of the most hated personalities on the internet, all in a matter of days. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today, we're taking a look at how you've watched multiple of my videos and aren't yet subscribed. Just kidding. We're taking a look at the deserved downfall of Pirate Software, his monumental fall from grace, and how, even after losing everything, is continuing to make the situation worse for himself.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted.
However, to fully grasp why the internet is so mad at Pirate Software, we have to understand what made him popular in the first.
Yeah, I'm sitting here copulating and formulating thoughts like, what does this nigga do? He play video games? Like, I didn't know XUC played Overwatch, bro, in the beginning of shit.
Place. Jason Hall, better known as Thor, originally started his career back in 2004 as a game
Did this nigga name himself Thor? Or is that like a pseudonym? Is that the proper word? 2004? Damn, I wasn't even born yet. Wait, I was born. Wait, yeah, I was 1. Never mind.
Developer for Blizzard, the company that made titles like World of Warcraft and Overwatch. After leaving
See? Only one of those games are super lame, and I'm playing Marvel Rivals, and niggas been telling me Overwatch is just like Marvel Rivals, so fuck World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is just a lame-ass game that, like, this shit look like it hasn't been updated in millennia. Like
his job at Blizzard, he worked at Amazon Studio for a while before quitting from there as well and becoming a hacker for the US government.
So after that, I ended up going to work for the United States Department of Energy because I'm a hacker, offensive security guy, and I hacked power plants for the federal government.
But after a year of doing his job, he resigned from there as well and started working full-time on his indie game RPG named Heartbound in 2017. He also started doing daily live streams under the name of his studio, Pirate Software, showcasing his game development process on Twitch. However,
this nigga seemed really smart, so what I'm assuming is, okay, this is just a precog. This is just this is like a statement before I get into the rest of the video. He probably, smart niggas getting their own way. They're too smart that they gaslight themselves into thinking that they know more than anybody. Or you can get in this mindset as a smart nigga where you could be like you can go through so many mental gymnastics that you can convince yourself that you're right when you're wrong, even when you're wrong. Because I know a nigga like that too. Not only that, dumb niggas do it too, but like their leaps in logic have no logic to them, you know.
Heartbound saw some success in its early days, even getting played by Jacksepticeye at one point. He was still relatively unknown on the internet.
Damn, that was like, Jack had the hair color, bro. I remember that when I remember that room. I used to watch Jack crazy. Not like all the time. He's not my top 5, but like I definitely on the YouTube zeitgeist.
But then, in 2022, he made a small decision that would end up changing his life forever. On January 17th, 2022,
okay, that's a couple days after my birthday,
Thor posted his first short video on YouTube titled Imposter Syndrome. It was a clip from one of his Twitch streams where he gave valuable advice to an inexperienced developer.
I don't wish to fail myself because I'm terrified of actually releasing something to the world I've worked on for over 3 years. Dear God, I am so terrified.
Hey, Thornstar, that feeling never goes away. It never does. I am constantly afraid to release every single piece of content I ever work on this game. I am constantly afraid to get onto stream and like not
see POV me showing my drawings,
be, you know, whatever it is that people expect me to be. I am constantly afraid that I'm going to create content
that got a smooth voice on them. Okay, Thor.
No one wants to hang out with, that no one wants to look at, no one wants to care about. And that's just how that is.
See, that's not me.
The thing is
my problem, I'm too much of a cocky nigga, bro. Like a nigga like me, bro, I need to bring myself down to earth. Have some reality. I just don't want to do things I don't want to do.
You can't stop. You shouldn't stop.
Okay.
This ended up being a bigger success than he could have ever imagined, amassing over 850,000 views to date. More importantly, this short became a fantastic first impression for all these new viewers, who now saw him as someone exceptionally wise and intelligent. After seeing
the nigga got a sexy voice, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas be voice cheesing like Corpse Husband. Bro, I saw that real picture of that nigga, he's chopped. But shout out to bro.
Potential of short-form content, Thor went all in on this new format and started posting shorts almost daily. And it wasn't long before they were picked up by the YouTube algorithm. As a result, Thor became a regular presence on the YouTube homepage for anyone even slightly interested in game development, bringing in millions of new viewers almost overnight. People also loved almost everything about his content, from his behind-the-curtain knowledge of game development.
Yeah. Most publishers want 30 to 70% of your income from your game.
Okay.
30 to 70%. Some of them want 100% upfront until they recoup their costs of marketing your game.
And random tips and tricks.
Take your mouse and you put your mouse inside of MS Paint, and then you hold spacebar, and then you use the arrow keys, you can draw like an Etch-a-Sketch.
To his odd and often amusing opinions.
They mixed Dr. Pepper and beans. They mixed Dr. Pepper and beans. Do they taste like Dr. Pepper? Hell yeah, they do. And they're amazing.
Nah, he's disgusting. That nigga a nasty nigga for that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He a nasty nigga for that. I want niggas to understand, bro. There's certain combination of things that shouldn't be together, bro. Like,
they are delicious.
As a fan comment under one of his first YouTube streams states, Thor, wow, first I've heard of you was yesterday from the shorts. You were everything I've been looking for in terms of knowledgeable game dev, storyteller, and straight up kind human. Keep it up, badass. The popularity of his content on YouTube also translated into his Twitch viewership skyrocketing past any expectations he might have had. It reached a point where he broke the Twitch hype train record 4 different times and gained over 80,000 paid subscribers
niggas was
on the
riding for him like
By
that.
2024, Thor's career had reached an all-time high. Millions of fans eagerly consumed everything he released, and the vast majority held him in very high regard.
I ain't gonna lie, 2.2 million is like, that's a year, right? In years time? Shit, that nigga has some extra, man. That shit grow.
As a thankful viewer puts it, this is the most motivating and helpful individual I've found in the game dev space. And that's saying quite a lot, as most devs are so helpful and encouraging. This man makes me feel like my dreams are within my grasp, and that's so rare to find.
See, a nigga like me, I'll pull up a famous Lucky quote. Why you feel this way about me? I'm only my mama's son. You know what I'm saying? Like, but listen, this is where the pride gets stroked and his ego gets stroked, because all these people are giving you this external validation. That's why y'all gotta have people to keep you grounded in reality, bro. Because comments like this will make you feel like you the dime data. You like some extraterrestrial nigga, but when you ain't nothing but a loser that sits in his mama basement or your apartment or whatever you do. These comments, like, people give you all this external validation from all these random people is really bad for your mental health, bro. If you really think about it, this is why niggas need to get humble constantly. Like, niggas, sometimes a nigga need to just get punched in the chest by a random pedestrian someday, be like, you's a bitch, and just keep going. Niggas say, why is that an extreme you go? I'm just saying, that's just a way some things go, you know?
He was on track to become one of the legendary figures of online gaming, right alongside the likes of Jacksepticeye and Markiplier.
Okay.
But then 2025 rolled around, and a single live stream nearly shattered the trust and support Thor had spent years building.
Well, did he say a slur or something? Like, okay, can we make an assumption, y'all? I feel like it's a slur, or misogyny. When nah. Lose a little bit of his women audience, but I don't think that's going. He had to say something, like he had to leak like he had to leak something crazy. What the fuck was he like stealing funds from nigga, or was something with kids?
I didn't play well. Other people in the group didn't play well. They pinned it on me. That's it. There was one of the players that was very vocal about saying it was all my fault, and then the rest of the community rallied around it. And now it's become a content play for people to pick at me, and that's kind of it.
It all started on January 12th, 2025, when Thor...
Always in January. It's like a couple days after my birthday too. What the fuck is when I turn 22?
Decided to stream a hardcore World of Warcraft raid with other streamers and veteran players.
Okay.
At one point during the raid, the situation became dire.
This is over a video game? Oh my god.
And instead of helping his teammates in any way, Thor decided to run away. This resulted in 2 other players' characters dying, which for those of you who aren't familiar with World of Warcraft...
Okay, thank you. I'm sitting over here like, okay, niggas mad at him for leaving on a game and trolling?
Hardcore. This means that those characters were now lost forever. The players would...
Have you ever played that shooting game? It's like, you play, bro, it's like, I get it. You work so hard to boost up this character, and then a character die after a nigga running. But I'm kind of on the nigga pirate side, because, bro, I don't want to lose on my shit. And if y'all niggas is too far gone, yeah. I helped. Yikes, you know?
Would have to grind the game for weeks to get back to the same level again. But rather than admitting fault or even showing remorse, Thor decided to be arrogant about it and put all the blame on others.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's certain. This is like team. Like if I get it. Even if this nigga pirate don't feel bad, it's better to apologize at something like this. Like, bro, that's what my mom always told me. Like, especially when you're trying to maintain personalities, if you're doing something in like a team aspects, my nigga. Sometimes you gotta be like, yeah, my bad, gang. My bad. It won't happen again, y'all. I was tripping. My fault, y'all. I was dead ass wilding, bro. And I said I was sorry. You know? But he probably, this is the hill he probably died on, that niggas didn't really fuck with.
Just you're angry right now. Of course I ran.
Don't be angry.
You overpulled 2 packs. You overpulled 2 packs and a boss. I had 1,400 mana left. I had to spend all of that mana to try and put it on Blizzard to save you guys in the first place. Okay. And nothing left. You weren't paying attention to party resources. You overpulled, and you weren't paying attention to where the boss was. That's not on me.
This showed the egotistical side of Thor that, admittedly, was already present in his content.
Was like, are those things true? That's my argument for Thor. Like, were those things factual, or was he just making up shit? Because I ain't gonna lie, and sometimes when I'm wrong, I will lie about some shit. If niggas ain't push me on it, I'm gonna keep lying about it. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, in several situations where I've lied and said, nigga, oh, you want me to show you? Nigga said, and I'm hoping they don't ask to let me see it, because I'm just lying. That's just like a tool for me to use when I lie, to be like, I'm telling the truth more.
It's shit. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to. That is awful. That is a horrible goddamn direction.
But his fans didn't pay much attention to it, since till this point, Thor was seen as a passionate, talented...
I ain't gonna lie, as a fan, I wouldn't make a nigga. Yeah, I'm like, that wouldn't make me. I'm thinking he did something horrible. Like, he just... Nigga just did bad in the game and refused to apologize, okay?
Developer who genuinely cared about the gaming community, so his occasional cockiness was written off as confidence rather than a red flag. However, even after getting called out by other...
But a nigga pop his collar, ain't nothing wrong with a nigga popping his collar.
The streamers...
What the hell, man? Why not just apologize? Like I said, huge pirate fan, love the content. This is not the look.
Thor did not budge.
So basically everybody, I ain't gonna lie, when your peers is like, bro, all you gotta do is say sorry, it be cool. You feel me? It do get iffy. Cause listen, you don't want to get in the Bruce drop 'em off situation when you got your chat boosting you to do shit that you don't really want to do, or have you do shit that is not even in your character, or boosting your battery, putting the battery in your back to like convince that you better than other niggas, when the interpersonal relationships you build with all these other content creators will like have a more fulfilling career instead of a bunch of niggas in your chat. I get it. And that's not me. That's not niggas saying they're not grateful for niggas in the chat. But like, bro, these are basically your coworkers that you're working with. And you got a bunch of random niggas you don't know from a can of paint boosting you up. They're helping you, but like, you know, the people in the ecosystem you're working with, you should like try to prioritize the relationships with them. You know, especially like good work relationships if y'all niggas are like not doing nothing wrong together.
And even doubled down.
Wants me to sit down, grovel on my knees and be like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Yamato. It was all my fault, the mage. I won't do it again. I'm so sorry that tank overpulled 2 packs and a boss. Oh man, oh god. Next time I'll save you from the big mean 2 packs and a boss that tank pulled. Like, are you kidding me, dude?
This incident put his behavior into a completely different light. While this controversy faded away in a few weeks, it formed the first crack in Thor's impeccable online reputation, and it's only been downhill from there. But to fully understand the controversy that's killing Thor's career, we have to go back in time to the end of 2020.
I love these edits. I want to know what he's using. Is he using Photoshop, like Final Cut Pro? Like...
3. On December 14th, 2023, Ubisoft announced that it would be shutting down the servers for its multiplayer racing game called The Crew in April of 2024. However, unlike many other multiplayer games, where an internet connection is only needed for playing against others online, The Crew required players to be online at all times. In other words, Ubisoft shutting down the servers meant that players would no longer be able to access the game they paid for. This also meant losing access to the game's single-player campaign, which should have been fully offline. This sparked intense online backlash, as players felt—
Oh, so a game niggas pay for, dude, like, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, a game I pay for, niggas shutting on the servers, I can't even play single player for myself. Not even the fact, like, it's not even the fact that I want to play the game, nigga. I pay for it. It's my game now. You know what I'm saying? And it's the fact, like, what? I can't even do that. Like, that's crazy. Niggas can't even play single player.
Like they were being robbed of the game they paid for
with
their hard-earned money. What made the situation even worse was that this wasn't the first game to shut down like this, and it was clear it wouldn't be the last. So to fight back against greedy publishers, Ross from Accursed Farms—
Yeah, that's basically, you niggas pay for a game. That's like a waste of money. The fuck, nigga? Like, bro, what?
spent months creating a potential solution.
But now we have a new option, proposing new—
This nigga like he used to bite people when he was younger.
—law, and for the entire European Union. It took months to get put together and processed, but now we have a European Citizens Initiative devoted to halting the destruction of video games.
Like
you can read it yourself. This would require publishers to leave games they have sold to customers in a working state at the time of shutdown, without requiring any further connection to them or affiliated parties for the games to function.
This solution took the form of a petition, which, unlike the largely useless Change.org petitions, had actual legal weight. If this petition reached 1 million signatures, lawmakers in the EU were legally required to discuss the matter in an official setting. And if passed, this new law would require game makers to ensure that their games are still playable after they stop supporting them.
Yeah, I'd be dead. Yeah, I'll be damned. Yeah, if I pay for a game and after a while, nigga, like, I can't even play the single player game. It's the game not working after I pay for it. Like, what the fuck? Like, nah, that's retarded. Like, nah, that shit would piss me off, bro. Because God forbid, like, what is it, 30 years down the line, my son is like, Dad, what's this game? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that's The Crew, nigga. You want to play that shit? We can boot it up on our next-gen console from space, you know?
We're just trying to stop games from being destroyed. That's it. So we're taking as narrow an approach as possible that still solves the problem. If we get enough signatures, then this goes before the European Union to be considered as new law.
This would be a net positive outcome for gamers around the world.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
that just seems like feasible. Like, you pay for a product. That's like a nigga, you paying for a shit and a nigga be like, oh, we're gonna turn that shit off. Nigga, give it back to us. Nigga, I paid for it. No, nigga, fuck you.
This initiative had one major weakness right from the get-go, and that was Ross's reach. You see, his subscriber count was just 1/3 of the number of signatures needed to make this a success. And since he's based in the US, most of these subs weren't eligible EU citizens either. So to counteract this weakness, Ross called out other creators and asked them to spread the word about this initiative. He even made himself available for any interviews or follow-up discussions.
If you're watching this, you may be a critical link in all this. because you can tell other YouTubers, streamers, etc. about this initiative, and maybe they'll pick it up. Now, I'm offering myself for interviews, publicity on this issue, whatever, to almost anyone with a European audience of some size.
And that's where Thor entered the picture. He came across the Stop Killing Games initiative in August of 2024. Now, given his history of speaking in favor of the gamers and developers, and against greedy publishers, people naturally expected him to throw his full support behind the campaign. However, this couldn't have been further from the truth.
Now, this is actually really dumb. It's used car salesman garbage. This is it. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to.
Not only did he dislike the idea...
What, my nigga? What? That don't make no sense. Like isn't, like he said in the beginning, the niggas, the developers, he should be all in favor for, like, you, the indie developers. We wouldn't have Undertale. Niggas wouldn't have, what else? We wouldn't have Five Nights at Freddy's. We wouldn't have, what's another, Happy Wheels, bro. Like, those are, like, critical, like, parts of my childhood and my life, right? And God forbid, niggas put them out, niggas paid for the game. I mean, the first games, they were free. But, like, the games niggas paid for, right? They had them. And just imagine, the creators of those shit, who the games that started out free was like, oh, nah, we taking them back. We just gonna shut them down. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to your house and confiscate it. Nigga, what? We paid for it. Not even a refund? Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't even want the refund back because I paid for the game. Nigga, you make indie games, bro. You supposed to empower the people who's playing it. Like, bro, but you're gonna side with the corporation and company, bro? Like, nah, bro. That's where niggas lose me. I lose sympathy for corporations and companies because corporations and companies just see you as a number, bro. Like,
Idea of Stop Killing Games, his choice of words was harsh to say the least.
That is awful. That is a horrible god direction. That's awful, dude. Now, eat my entire the level of stupid that I just had.
Why is he so mad?
To receive was like sitting on Twitter for 12 hours. This sucks.
That's what I'll do.
That's a really stupid move. That's incredibly stupid.
Can he explain why is it stupid? Like,
I think this is complete garbage. All of this can eat then.
Can he explain why he's like, it's stupid?
I dropped the mask entirely. I have no qualms about that. They can eat my entire...
This was a shock to many of his viewers, so Thor published 2 full videos to clarify his point of view further. And while these videos saw plenty of pushback from fans who were flabbergasted by his decision to oppose what they saw as something good, it ultimately resulted in the Stop Killing Games movement receiving significantly less support than it would have if Thor supported it as well. You have to remember that this was all before the World of Warcraft hardcore fiasco. Back then, the broader gaming community still viewed Thor as a beacon of insight and authority in game development. Ross tried to combat the negative reception by publishing a FAQ video to clear any misconceptions about Stop Killing Games. Unfortunately, this wasn't as effective as he would have liked, resulting in Stop Killing Games losing all momentum and essentially becoming dead on arrival. Is 2025, and turning an idea into an online business needs to be lightning fast. So Odoo's
that nigga look like Dash from The Incredibles.
E-commerce tool gets us still live and profitable in minutes.
Okay.
Big thanks to Odoo for sponsoring this video. Odoo is an all-in-one management platform that gives entrepreneurs everything they need, from invoicing and accounting to inventory.
Listen. We react to these niggas' videos. The least we can do is watch their ads.
Project management, website creation, and more. With Odoo's e-commerce builder, you can launch an online store fast. The built-in configurator asks a few questions, then an AI drafts your entire site, menus, and product catalog skeleton. After that, you just drag and drop content blocks, tweak fonts and colors, and
shit get with AI get a little scary, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like that Will Smith with I Am Robots, bro. Shit. Will Smith's been in a lot of movies with I Am Legend, I Am Robot, Hancock. Nigga said there's no I in Hancock. There's a cock in Hancock.
Your storefront is ready. Adding products is just as smooth. Create an item, drop a name and price, then dress it up with images, descriptions, and any layout you like. Need variants or bundles? One click and they appear. Setup is equally simple. Enter your VAT number, bank account, and invoice template, choose shipping methods and payment providers, hit save, and your store is officially open for business.
Cutting up on that script, nigga. I read a script before. I be stuttering like a motherfucker. You know how many cuts I would have had? This nigga, he
Here's
tripping.
the best part. Your first Odoo app is free for life, including unlimited hosting, support, and even a custom domain for a year.
I love
Since
his
Odoo's
background.
website and invoicing apps connect automatically, you can run your entire online store without paying a cent until you scale. And extra apps start from just $24.90 USD per user per month. Ready to turn that idea into revenue? Click the link below and launch your e-commerce store with Odoo today. That being said, let's get back into the video. For the next 10 months, it looked like, despite Ross's good intentions, his initiative was doomed to fail spectacularly. But then, he did something that no one saw coming. On June 22nd, 2025, Ross uploaded an hour-long video titled "The End of Stop Killing Games," talking about the disappointing state of the petition.
The European Citizens Initiative failing kind of stings. Again, this one is crazy powerful, but the hurdle we just couldn't get past was that it requires 1 million signatures from citizens of EU countries. And we've only made it just under halfway.
And after thanking many of the creators that voiced their support for their campaign, he shifted his focus
He got a lot of big creators to do it.
towards the elephant in the room, the one creator whose coverage was straight up poisonous for the initiative, Thor.
This video came out right as we were building momentum. Then, except for one boost in Germany, the signatures started drying up like clockwork.
Ross also revealed why he didn't make a direct response to Thor until now.
This put me in kind of a no-win scenario, too. Because if I ignored it, then a lot of people are going to get misinformed about the campaign. But if I did a response video, which is not something I wanted to do anyway, then it might look like drama farming, which could understandably turn off a lot of people from the campaign.
I like the way he think. He thinking that he just wanted to bring like attention to the initiative. Nigga like me, I crash out. I'm not thinking about all this. Like, nigga, fuck you, Thor. You's a bitch. Yeah. I would have crashed out and your mama. Nigga, fuck your mama. Like fuck her too.
It's not about that at all. So
I'm not saying fuck Thor's mom. I'm just saying what I would say in this situation if I was this young man right here.
Quickly made this video trying to clear up all misconceptions and concerns about the initiative with timestamps for everyone's questions, hoping the truth would eventually come out. I can see now that was a mistake. I should have just embraced the drama.
At this point, Stop Killing Games was already on track to be a failure, so this video was one last push from Ross to make a difference. Surprisingly, this worked better than anyone could have ever expected, and one big reason for that was what Ross revealed about Thor, because, as it turned out, Thor misunderstood and misrepresented the whole thing.
If you try to tell me that every studio needs to run their live service game indefinitely or not want to run one at all, then no one's going to run them.
Oh no! He wheeled out that line about publishers having to support the game forever. He was literally watching the video earlier where it says it won't do that in big letters. That wasn't enough. We just can't stop gamers from going there, even when we spell it out.
And Ross was having none of it.
This part hurts. To see the biggest voice on this issue get it wrong again and again and again, then put that same wrong information on blast to a far bigger audience than we can reach. It hurts. He doesn't get it.
Nigga said, you loud and wrong, nigga, shut up.
Doesn't understand what we're asking for.
He even called out the clear contradiction Thor made in his own argument just seconds apart.
I think live service games getting sunsetted is fine. I've always thought that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I have no problems with the end of a video game.
See, I wish he started his big YouTube video with that message instead of deleting it. Instead, he presented himself as pro-preservation and not wanting the medium to die out.
It's incredibly important to me that we keep making games and that the next generation has the tools to do so that our medium doesn't die out.
Yeah, yeah, that is a contradiction, because I ain't gonna lie, there's kids in this world that's gonna experience Saints Row. Like, Saints Row is one of my favorite games ever. People like the franchise and shit. I love it. I love Saints Row. My name's Tyler Saint, not because of Saints Row, but it's a good coincidence. I want a little nigga to have the experience of playing Saints Row again. I want niggas to have the experience of playing GTA 6 again. Or not GTA 6, GTA 5, all the GTA, whatever whatever, you got the right. If you want to play an old game, it's out there. You can go get it because the servers are up or things of that nature, right? If these companies are allowed to take these games away from them, or like let's say I have a son and I have like my favorite game. One of my favorite games is the Force Awakenings on the Wii. If I want to play with my son or my daughter, they want to play Force Awakening, but like they took them down. I'm like, damn, you just had to be there. Instead of me having a moment with them when they're playing it and they're like, this is not as fun, Dad. This shit is kind of ass. You're like, you just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you having an unk moment and you looking at your kid play the game, when you playing or Dance Central, Just Dance, bro. Like, I get it, bro. I totally get it, bro.
And it never will. And that's the whole intention of all of this.
So he doesn't want games to die out, except he's fine with that. I think there's some cognitive dissonance going on there.
This video.
You just called him retarded. You know, that's a nice way of calling a nigga, are you dumb? like, that's a nice way of looking at a nigga dead in his face and be like, are you stupid? Like, bro, come on. Like, are you dumb?
Showed that Thor's distaste for the Stop Killing Games initiative is based on complete misinterpretations, which in turn called his credibility as an experienced and knowledgeable developer in question. However, before Thor had even a chance to respond, Ross's new video reached the one man who could bring this issue to a mainstream audience, Charlie.
And there is an initiative.
Of course. The short Keanu Reeves himself who wrestles, bro.
That has been aiming to fight back against a lot of these practices that I think really need some big overhaul. Stop destroying things that people have paid money to own. I think that is a very understandable, very reasonable take, very agreeable.
And he called out Thor's incorrect interpretation of the initiative as well.
He didn't even get the Cliff Notes summary right. He missed all the QTEs and got the bad ending on understanding the initiative from the jump here. Ross is correct. This has nothing to do with just single-player only games that require an online connection, that when the online connection is severed, you lose access to the game. Like, yeah, that is included in all of this, but that's not like what the whole movement is about. And for some reason, Pirate Software is stun-locked on that, like fixated, as if that is the actual like meat and potatoes of Stop Killing Games. They need to be more specific in their language about it being single player, always on.
But I ain't gonna lie, in Pirate Software defense, bro, I be having arguments with niggas, and I realize halfway through the argument I'm wrong. You just gotta argue for the sake of arguing. But hey, listen, he's in a space where the court of public opinion means everything, because he's a public figure, and it takes people to. It's like people make your job as a content creator. The people who are giving you views and things of that nature, like, I get it, you know, but it's like, there's several instances of this nigga dying on his heel for no reason. And like he said, the cracks in his armor of him being as smart as he says he is not as showing like it, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, how do I, like, the chinks in his armor of him, like, the way niggas view him as this really smart nigga, now niggas is like, this nigga ain't that smart after all. It's basically like when you're younger, you know, and you're looking at your parents, you thinking, like, they know everything. You realize these niggas just don't know as much as you. They just winging it, you feel me? Basically. But in his case, it's like, y'all ever see the Shia LaBeouf movie? Where that nigga realized his dad was just an asshole, bro. That movie hit hard, bro. I was like, I felt bad for that nigga. I don't know why that came up.
Connectivity games.
They was living in the motel.
That's just not what it's about. Like, they're not being specific about that because that is not what they are specifically targeting.
This video from Charlie was a godsend for Stop Killing Games, as it exposed the idea to over 3.4 million people. More importantly,
that nigga posted a video, it was just anything.
It highlighted Thor's flawed take and the damage it did to an otherwise positive movement. Following Charlie's video, several other creators also came forwards with their support for the initiative, including Jacksepticeye, The Act Man, PewDiePie, and many more. The story was also picked up by
That nigga PewDiePie got a family, bro. That nigga said, I ain't not making no videos. I'm tweeting, nigga. Yo, that nigga, bro, he really was the most subscribed nigga on YouTube, bro. That's so crazy to me.
Commentary YouTubers, resulting in Thor once again receiving pushback for his opposition of Stop Killing Games. But unlike last time, where it sort of fizzled out within weeks, the backlash wasn't showing any
What is with these internet niggas and growing their hair long? You know, I like it though.
Signs of slowing down. He started losing subscribers and followers across all platforms, and everything he did online got flooded with dislikes and angry comments, like, essentially, you will earn nothing and be happy. I reject that. Achievement unlocked, being wrong on all levels. Many of these commenters were even his own loyal fans, who now saw him as a corporate shill more than a genuinely—
Can you imagine being a random nigga just watching this video, you see your comment, hey, I said that! I called him that.
well-intentioned developer. As a casual follower ever since the beta release of Heartbound, this is extremely disappointing to watch. The backlash was so overwhelming that it seemed like nothing he said could soften the blow or calm the outrage. However, that's not true. He still had a chance to retain some of the trust his viewers had put in him. All he had to—
This nigga built like a lesbian. What the fuck? I could have sworn I seen a stud like him, bruh. Oh my god.
do was admit fault, apologize, and support the Stop Killing Games initiative. But knowing Thor, that was never going to happen. Just as he did after the hardcore World of Warcraft incident, Thor decided to double down here as well and stick to his stance, regardless of how wrong he was, stating, "For those that will scream his doubling down, yes, I well am.
Wow,
I give
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Damn, yo. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, it takes a man to apologize, man. Like,
about this initiative and what it means for games, developers, and players in the future. Near the end of this tweet, he also stated, "Just because I don't support this doesn't mean you should blindly follow me in that. Just because I said pretty words on the internet."
like, bro, and listen. Bro, niggas act like, bro, his whole shtick was, this is a little pushback on him. His whole shtick was being about the smart developer that gives people advice and coding and things of that nature, right? Bro, this makes me, I hate when niggas act like they don't have sway over their audience to do something, right? Like, him having a stark stance and having such a visceral reaction, because niggas see he was like, fuck no, that's fucking shit, like, him having that sort of reaction to like the Stop Killing Games movement, you think your audience wasn't gonna have that same reaction because your audience reflects you. People be like, no, your audience doesn't reflect you. I'm not a god, bro. You can lead your audience. It's the same argument with Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross acts like, oh, I can't control my community. Yes, you can, my nigga. You allow shit and you let these niggas run rampant and do whatever they want for the longest, so they think everything's okay, so they're doxing and swatting niggas left and right, bro. Stop it, boy. Boy, slow down, bro. Relax, bro. Stop doing all that bullshit, bro. You are the captain of this ship, and a few bad apples can get out, but as long as you weed out the weird niggas or make sure the weird niggas are punished, everybody else is gonna fall in line, because you're the streamer. They're watching for you for a reason, my nigga. Everybody admires you. Everybody's watching you for a reason. You're the one, it's your name you name this shit. You started all this shit by yourself, my nigga. Or you got people to follow you, but come on, gang. Like, what are we talking about?
You also shouldn't blindly bash me because some other creators said to. Watch the videos I put out, read the initiative, decide for yourself, apply critical thinking, and don't outsource it to others.
Nigga said, I'm not your god.
Completely disregarding the responsibility he had as a creator
that's what I'm saying. Oh my god, I'm so trim. Like, oh my god.
Millions looked up to at one point. Not to mention, this also went against what he said in his initial reaction.
This is it's not only do I not want to back this, I'm gonna actively tell people not to.
Bro, he had such a visceral reaction to shit. Like, bro, what the fuck did he do to you?
This attitude only angered the internet more, forcing him to step away from Off-Brand Games, the game studio Ludwig founded with his friends. However, Thor couldn't help but turn this into a source of embarrassment as well. You see, he announced his leave in a tweet, reading, "I'm no longer working at Off-Brand Games. People were attacking all of the games we were publishing and trying to mass review bomb them. You can dislike the things I say, but this kind of behavior is unhinged." But when people checked the games published by Off-Brand Games, they didn't find a noticeable uptick in negative reviews.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas just got, bro. He just stopped talking, bro. He a nigga that always got to get the last word. I'm one of the niggas sometimes too, but bro, it's just like, bro, just bro, stop, relax, like, give it up, big bro, like.
In other words, Thor straight up lied about his reasoning for leaving the studio. He could have simply been honest and admitted that he was stepping away to prevent any backlash from hitting the studio, which had nothing to do with his personal opinion.
This nigga ain't flying too close to the sun, Icarus.
But
will you smile falling down because you flew?
Because at the end, Icarus flew too close to the sun. But listen, he fell because he like, damn, and loose I flew.
His ego wouldn't let him. Instead, he chose to lie and ended up getting caught red-handed. That said, all the hate towards Thor did have the positive effect of making the Stop Killing Games movement go viral. This has resulted in
I was thinking about that like all this shit happening and probably would do like traction for a nigga for the game.
Not only reaching its goal within days, but shooting past it with over 200,000 more at the time of writing. Thor, however, still cannot admit defeat. After the petition reached its goal, he made a tweet that contained a mixture of denial and boasting at the same time, stating, "The most interesting narrative is that my video somehow killed the initiative. This graph showed that the initiative already had a downward trend in interest when my videos dropped."
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This nigga keep going like, God damn. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga gotta be right. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Have y'all ever argued with a nigga that gotta be right? What, boy? You got it, bro. That's all you gotta say to them niggas, bro. You got it, bro. Like, bro, I really tried to argue with a nigga named my homie JCM. He trying to be like, he said, you get it. Let's just say you don't have the right amount of information for a topic, and the nigga like uses that and tricks you. And the nigga Jay said, that's your fault for getting tricked. Okay, I was like, all right, bro.
My videos do not seem to have had any impact on the movement at all. Making me the villain did though. Best of luck with your next steps. And as expected from him at this point, he was completely wrong once again. The graph he shared showed the lifetime signatures for the petition. If we zoom into the first 2 months instead, we can clearly see the momentum fall off a cliff the second Thor reacted to Stop Killing Games on his stream. As for his life,
this nigga tweeted this shit just wrong, bro. Like, god damn, bro, loud and wrong.
And about becoming the quote villain, Charlie had some necessary feedback on that.
I cannot believe his ego. His ego is so out of control, I feel like he's only a week or two away from exclusively referring to himself in third person, like Stone Cold fucking Steve Austin. And that's the truth, cause Pirate Software said so. Something like that. It's crazy how he's responded.
I ain't gonna lie, this is, like I said in the beginning, this is why you need real people in your life to ground you. Because if I'm walling out right there, I ain't gonna lie, somebody in my family, if I'm this famous, right, or this online, you know what I mean, it's only so much you can hide. Somebody would have like done some research and be like, nigga, you wrong. Either my little cousin, who's 13, he would have been like, hey, yo, nigga, he would have called me, like, yeah, you're wrong. I was like, god damn, JJ, like, fuck. You know, and I was like, ah, yeah, you're right. Because my mom got a real job. Like, she not going to really just do that.
The smugness is nails on a chalkboard. It just makes you feel icky listening to it.
Even when he's trying to back down, he can't help but create more drama.
I have been called a zoo, corporate plant, degenerate, narcissist, nepo baby, and many other names. And they attacked all the accomplishments over my life, despite physical evidence to prove to the contrary.
And in Pirate Software's defense, when everybody's attacking you, you're going to be like, you're going to try to act unbothered. Not only you're going to try to act unbothered, you're going to try to like give that fuck you back, you know? Because whatever you get out in the world, you're going to give back. And you don't want to look weak in the situation as a man or like as a person in general. Like I said, act unbothered. It's just, man, this nigga just got to just come down from his high horse and be like, y'all, my bad, bro.
And they also went after every job I ever held, trying to say that I never worked them, or if I did work them, that I never deserved them. So I'm going to be honest with you. I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted.
Effectively saying that what Stop Killing Games is asking for is not what gamers want, and somehow he's the only one who knows this. Which makes sense when you consider the fact that even Dr. K, a trained psychologist, recognized Thor as a highly arrogant person.
If a nigga a psychologist, like, bro, nigga, slow down. Like, bro, you get psychoanalyzed by a nigga whose job to do it. And I seen Dr. K. He's not like, you know, there's like a stigma of psychologists to like always, I'm smarter than I'm trying to psychoanalyze you all the time. Dr. K is like, he's just trying to be like, have a conversation. And then he asks you questions that slowly ease you into the whatever's happening. And he's like, bro, if this nigga's like, bro, you're very arrogant, my nigga. Like, you're an asshole. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I think sometimes the things that I talk about in regards to those types of things is misconstrued as arrogance or boasting, when in reality, I'm just trying to give context.
So that is the problem right there. So I want you to listen to this phrase. This gets misconstrued as arrogance, but in reality, it's this. Yeah. That is the most arrogant statement on the planet, bro. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
Okay.
It is. I ain't gonna lie, nigga like me, he is trying to fit in his reality. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's reality is different, but I see what he's saying.
I don't see it that way, but all right.
At the end of the day, Thor is simply too far gone. He had months to set things right, but he didn't, because in his mind, he could never be wrong. Now, that egotistical viewpoint has become the reason for his disastrous yet deserved downfall, leaving him with two options for the future. He can still admit that he was wrong and apologize. This wouldn't stop the backlash anytime soon, but some people will recognize his attempt to correct his mistake and start supporting him again, allowing him to eventually build a solid fan base once again. Or he can continue down the path he's already going, stay firm on his stance, and eventually turn into the perpetual lolcow of the internet, where the only time someone remembers him is to make fun of him. Of course, he could also try to make a comeback in the future and fail miserably, just like the Liver King. Click the video on screen to find out more.
Good. Hey, shout out the video. Great video. But I just feel about this nigga, bro. Listen, y'all. I feel like once you become a lolcow, this is a term I just found out about. It's like basically you're just you're just like a person niggas troll. Usually you're like autistic. They do it to autistic niggas or pedophiles, right? But I want niggas to understand, bro. When niggas, it's like there's some truth in everything, bro. When niggas, I think about it in the NBA like stance. Like in the NBA, niggas, it's like there's a holes to your game. They're telling you what you can work on in your game. He can't use his left hand. He can't shoot floaters. Learn how to shoot floaters. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you can't really change is like your height and like your athleticism. But like they're gonna tell you what you need to work on, right? And there's some truth in every joke, my nigga. If everybody on the internet is talking shit about you, it may be unwarranted, but you have to have some critical thinking to be like, okay, you got to sift out the people who are just hating on you for the sake of hate and the people who are just hating on you because it's valid, you know? And that's what I've learned. Shout out Papa Gut. That was a Papa Gut take. Like, that was all Papa Gut. Shout out Papa Gut. And I'm trying to like, and I get that. That's what I try to do. I mean, I haven't been hating on masks, like, but I've said things that a group of people like I was fucked up for that, and I really thought about it, you know? Not because they made me feel bad, it's just because I'm trying to not get better, but like understand what I did wrong in the situation, you know? But hey, man, and that could be arrogant right there when I said, oh, not because it made me feel bad, but like, I don't know. But hey, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, show support to the original video. It's been your boy Ty the Saint. Stop selling the phone for this wild to the federal government. Ty the Saint out. But yeah, that was a good little stream of Weem. Stream on Weem gonna make me queen on Weem, Lil Daddy. Hey man, I think I might be done. I feel like the stream, I'm gonna get both these reactions all out on the live channel. Peace, love, picture dust, everybody. Thank y'all for stopping by the channel. If you have